Will the federal government shut down at midnight on Friday? Hey everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk, 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. Washington, D.C. in the midst of a pretty big soap opera, a game of chicken, some may say, as Republicans and Democrats not coming together on a spending bill, a short-term spending bill that would prevent a government shutdown at midnight on Friday. Now, truly, the government doesn't shut down. We don't hang like a big closed sign anywhere. There will be some back pay and furloughed pay, but still there will be a national defense. There will be a lot of federal government workers who are still on the job. They may just have to go an extra day or two without a paycheck if the federal government actually shuts down. I still have my reservations about whether or not that will actually happen or not. Let's take a look at what's going on. A lot of folks say that with the Republicans in control of the White House, in control of the House and the Senate, there should be no government shutdown. That's a lot of BS. In order for a short-term spending bill to pass, remember you have to get to that 60-vote threshold in the U.S. Senate to stop debate and to allow for a vote to happen. And it looks like the Democrats are going to be able to prevent that from happening if they actually want it to. According to Politico and the Washington Examiner, Senate Democrats are claiming that they have the votes to block a GOP spending bill that the House will probably pass before the Friday deadline, if they haven't already by the time you see this video. Senate Democrats say they have the votes, according to the Examiner, to block the short-term spending bill being considered by the House, according to a senior Democratic aide, increasing the chances of a partial government shutdown. Only one Democratic senator, Joe Manchin of West Virginia, has said publicly that he would support a stopgap measure to keep the government funded until February 16th. Quote, "We oppose the House continuing resolution," said Senator Tim Kaine and Mark Warner in a joint statement. "Congress should remain in session with no recess until we work out a long-term bipartisan budget deal that addresses all issues." So what do the Democrats want? The Democrats want a clean bill for the Dreamers, or at least that's what they say. The Democrats want basically amnesty for everybody. The president and Republicans say, you know what? We'll give you a deal on the Dreamers, but we want to end chain migration. We want to end the visa lottery system for immigration. And oh yeah, we want border security. The Democrats don't want to give in on any of those. The Democrats want a clean bill for the Dreamers, for the DACA recipients, but they do not want stronger border security. Now, there are some Republicans who fear the government shutting down because they're afraid the media will blame them. Guess what? The media will blame the Republicans, but they're going to blame Republicans no matter what. The media blamed Republicans the last time the government shut down. They blame the Republicans every single time. They never blame the Democrats, even though Republicans are saying, listen, we want to work on a deal, but we want we want merit-based immigration, we want secure borders, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do a deal on the Dreamers that allow the Dreamers to stay. No questions asked. The Democrats don't want to do that. The Democrats do not want stronger border security, period. And I actually believe, and there was a commentator on Fox News who actually echoed this, I don't actually think that the Democrats really care about the Dreamers. I think the Democrats are using the Dreamers, using the DACA recipients as pawns to make Republicans look bad. I just don't see how the Democrats really want to do anything with the Dreamers, because they can use the Dreamers in future elections to say, look at that, the mean old Republicans, they want to blame these kids, they want to blame these people who were brought over as children, they don't want to cut a deal, and meanwhile, no one will talk about how the Democrats don't want to secure the border and don't want to redo the immigration system. The Dreamers are caught in the middle. I kind of feel bad for for them because they're caught in the middle between the Republicans and the Democrats. The Republicans who, they do want stronger border security, and they eventually want to say okay to the Dreamers. But first, border security, and let's revamp the immigration system. The Democrats, they say they care about the Dreamers, yet they're not willing to give in on border security. It makes absolutely no sense at all. I am in favor of the Republicans standing their ground and saying, listen, Democrats, if you want a deal on the Dreamers, you've got to come to the table and do border security. Yes, Republicans are in charge of the House and the Senate and the White House. There's a reason why voters put them in the White House, in charge of the House, and in charge of the Senate. And one of those big reasons is border security. My hope is that Republicans will stay strong on this, stay firm on this, and say, you want to deal on the Dreamers? That's fine. We can do that. But let's get let's do a short-term spending bill, and let's do an immigration overhaul where we talk about securing the borders, having merit-based immigration, and then we can also wrap the Dreamers into this as well. A lot of people will get caught up in the media narrative and in the Democratic narrative that this is all the fault of the Republicans. The Republicans have gone to the Democrats with a deal. The Republicans have gone halfway and said, hey, if you give border security, if you do some of these other things, then we're fine doing a deal on the Dreamers. We're fine funding the government. Well, we've got no problem with that at all. It is the Democratic Party which wants to shut down the government, or as much of the government as they can. It's really not a true government shutdown, but it's the Democrats that are preventing a stopgap measure from going forward. That is a message that Republican lawmakers must sell to the country, that it's the Democrats who refuse to play ball, it's the Democrats who refuse to budge even a little, and it's the Democrats who refuse to help secure the U.S.-Mexico border. Shameful from the Democrats. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. News Talk 95.1 FM, 790 a.m. KFYO. Have a great day.